right, so again, this is a historic thing. This is brand new this year, newly themed. The train's not new, but the theming is brand new. Now there is a brand new engine. This isn't the new engine, but I believe we will see the new engine on the track here in a little bit. Now this is their first year that they're open for Easter. You can see there's decorations up even on the wheels everywhere. Actually, I rode the Jackrabbit before. If you look on the inside of the Jackrabbit, like on the infield of it, there's chocolate bunnies there. For like,
they're making Easter cookies for the kids.
Oh, look at that. They're making Easter cookies inside there. That's pretty cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, we gotta wait for these guys. Hello.
I want an Easter cookie.
I don't know, guys. I might have to go make myself an Easter cookie. Been 5 minutes away for 21 years. I haven't been in 12 years. Oh, I love the train. Excited. I'm excited for this too. There you can see the engine. It used to be Thomas. It's not Thomas this year. Thomas is gone. Is erased, completely erased from Kennywood now.
Being adult though.
Hi, I'm Jillian, Kennywood's operations manager.
Here's the original train.
This is a bunch of Kennywood.
All right, real names.
I'm Joel.
I don't know.
Being the voice of Kennywood.
Can you guys hear the voice of
I've been
Kennywood?
one of the park's electricians for about 3 decades. And now, let's talk a little bit about the history of Kennywood Park.
Okay.
You are riding on a piece of history.
Hey, hit the thumbs up if you can hear what they're saying.
It was first used
I know.
in 1939 at the New York World's Fair. It was sponsored
Okay,
by
awesome.
the
Thank you.
Gimbels department store, and that's why this train has become known as the Gimbels Flyer. The coaches and theme of the ride have changed over the years, but it took its first ride here at Kennywood in 1945.
We should start at the beginning. Our story begins way back in 1818 when Charles Kenny purchased the land that would one day become Kennywood. The land became a popular picnic spot known as Kenny's Grove around the time of the Civil War. And on December 18, 1898, the Kenny family leased the land to the Monongahela Street Railway Company, officially creating our small trolley car.
You know, it was Pittsburgh businessman Andrew Mellon who picked the name
Thank you for the
I
like.
did know that. And the Parkside Cafe and the Carousel Burger Company are the only 2 remaining structures from that period.
In 1906, the park was sold to 2 families. Those same families owned and operated the park into the 21st century. And you can still find their names here in Kennywood Junction if you know where to look.
In those early years, visitors enjoyed picnicking under the many trees, taking a leisurely rowboat ride on the lagoon, and watching shows at the bandstand. The favorite attractions in those days were the dance hall and the Speed O-Plane roller coaster, along with our oldest operating ride, the Old Mill, which was built in 1902.
You see them working, got the cranes up there working
During
on
the
it.
Roaring 20s, Kennywood added some popular rides that you can
Okay,
still
here's
take
the
a
new
ride
train
on
that I was
today.
talking about there. There's the new engine right there.
The ride opened in 1926, followed by the merry-go-round and the turtle in 1927.
Okay.
We also went a little
In fact,
coaster
that
crazy.
turtle is
3
actually
coasters
from the
designed by
movie
John
Master
Miller.
of Disguise.
The Jackrabbit,
Dana Carvey.
Racer, and Pippin all use the natural topography of our land, and each has its own uniqueness.
This is also the decade that the famous Kennywood arrows were first seen to help travelers find the park. In 1930, Harry Traver designed 2 new rides for the park, the Auto Race and the Laugh in the Dark. These would be the last new attractions for many years because of the Great Depression.
Many parks had to close. Kennywood survived due to the dedication of its guests and employees.
You worked here back then, didn't you?
I'm not that old.
Okay, this is the part I'm excited about coming up here.
In those days, and many people spent their days playing skee ball in the Penny Arcade, dancing in the dance hall, or enjoying zoo-related attractions like the Monkey House. There were also many appearances by popular band orchestras and other local personalities.
Eventually, the Depression subsided, and in 1936, Kennywood built a new walk-through dark ride, Noah's Ark. Ironically, this was also the year of Pittsburgh's Great St. Patrick's Day flood.
Out of the Depression and into the war era, World War II was a driving force in the 1940s. Kennywood's own...
I agree. I love this. I think this is so much better than
I
the last one.
recognize that name.
The
I'm
monkey house.
sure
They used to have
you
live
do.
monkeys
But
here.
this voice of Kennywood would broadcast news from the front lines of the war from the middle of the park.
1941 provided some much-needed laughter.
I used to ride these as a kid at
with
Kittyland.
Laughing Sal. And the post-war baby boom saw the addition of the Little Dipper roller coaster and an expansion of Kittyland, which was one of the largest in America.
And
as
it's
the
all
nation entered
decorated
into
for
the television
Easter.
age in the 1950s, so did Kennywood. Our band shell became
Look at
host
this,
of
an
many
old
celebrities.
turnpike car, guys. That
The
is
Lone
so
Ranger,
cool.
Clarabelle the Clown from the Howdy Doody Show, and my favorite, the Three Stooges, just to name a few.
Oh, totally.
We also saw the
brings back
addition of
big
our
memories.
fantasy
No,
parade.
is this? No,
And
this
fondly
isn't the one with the gas pedal. I don't think. Let's see. Does it have a gas pedal on it? No, this is the second gen one. Look
70s were challenging times.
at this. Now we have the log jammer. Oh my gosh.
Kennywood had to make big changes to compete. We saw the addition of the popular
That is so
gas-powered
cool.
turnpike ride in 1966. Then in 1968,
Even has the log jammer sign behind it. That's awesome.
We
We got the laser loop right up there. See it right there?
Creating a more thrilling wooden roller coaster called the Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolts. It was ranked as the nation's best in the New York Times in 1974. In 1975, Kennywood made the decision to build its first $1 million ride, the Log Jammer. This helped launch us into a new era. We also decided to retire the popular characters of Henry and Howdy Doody and create our own mascots, including Kenny Kangaroo and Jeeters. But do you know the most important addition to the park in this era?
Of course, it was the potato patch with its world-class French fries.
They're right on that. The potato patch
with our
fries are
first
good.
steel coaster, the Laser Loop. We added many other rides
Love the
to our
Laser
lineup,
Loop.
including the Gold Rusher, Pirate, and the Wave Swinger.
In 1985, we replaced our music plaza in the Little Dipper with the Raging Rapids, and in 1988, the park was immortalized
The river
by
and
Rick
the locks
Seaback's
over there?
WQED documentary, Kennywood Memories. We also added to our family in the 80s.
Talking about Rick Seaback. Now, if you go over and look at the mural by the Thunderbolts,
The 1990s.
Rick Seaback is in the mural, and I'm sitting right next to him in the mural. How cool is that?
Coaster, the Steel Phantom. We also added our biggest expansion to date, Lost Kennywood. You know, lots of people notice that Pittsburgh is spelled without an H on the entrance building, but that's not a mistake.
Nope. This was themed after Oakland's Luna Park from the turn of the century, and that's how Pittsburgh spelled its name at the time.
Plus, Kennywood brought the addition of the indoor spinning coaster called the Exterminator and the 251-foot-tall Pitfall Drop Tower.
This is also when we were first recognized as the National Historic Landmark, and when we celebrated our 100th anniversary.
It was time for the turn of another century, and using techniques we learned on the Thunderbolt, we adapted the Steel Phantom into the Phantom's Revenge in 2001.
We also added other new thrilling attractions like Aero 360, Skyrocket, and Black Widow.
The year 2002 saw the end to our old tradition of closing on Labor Day. During Phantom Fall Fest, our family-friendly park
This is
transforms into
April
a haunted
12th.
thrill
So this is the
experience.
earliest Kennywood Park has ever been open.
2011, guests
I think it's
could
in
enjoy
history.
millions of lights and even some of their favorite rides. in
Most of the
winter.
rides are open. The water rides, for obvious reasons, are not open.
In
But
2019,
everything else is open.
Kennywood became
I went to ride
state's
the old mill,
tallest
and whenever I was
fastest coaster
getting onto
with
it,
the debut
they
of
closed
the
it. So
Steel
that
Curtain.
was closed earlier. It might be open by now, though. I'm sure it probably is.
In 2023,
But
we celebrated our
I think everything else is pretty much open. I haven't seen anything closed. Aero 360 was open. Steel Curtain's not open yet.
While a lot has
That's
changed
gonna
over
open
the years,
later up
one
this year,
thing
though.
never will. Kennywood is a place to escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life and create new memories together.
We hope you enjoyed your ride on the old Kennywood Railroad. We look forward to entertaining you and your family for generations to come.
Oh, I love the Emerald fries too. That's not here. That's been gone for a few years.
It goes all the way to the point.
But that was also one of my favorites.
It's right past the park. It goes all the way from here. It goes to Connellsville.
You got right over here. The Raging Rapids are back there. That's still not open yet. Oh, too cold for that.
That's where I want to go next. Right?
Welcome to the old Kennywood Railroad. We'll be departing the station soon. Please secure all loose articles. Ensure
I think they're playing their own message. They're telling them we're going to be leaving soon.
And that all
This is one of my favorite things when I was a kid. They brought this sign back. I love this sign.
Aboard.
How cool is that? I haven't seen that in probably 15 or 20 years. When I was a kid, that was the most magical sign I've ever seen.
Here, Paul.
So cool. Now as an adult looking at it, it's so simple, but as a kid, that was just the most magical thing in the world. Oh, look, he's putting a sticker on. There you go. One thing that they still need to bring back, though, I'm hoping that they bring back soon, would be the tunnel. I miss the tunnel. This every train deserves a tunnel,
It's a small world. Every train
right?
deserves a tunnel. I'm putting a sticker
Oh,
on.
they're all putting their stickers on. Got a sticker palooza going on here.
I can't get it off.
I know these stickers. They're kind of hard to get open. And he said, "What they bring the pitfall? They bring that back." I got in the magic carpet. The magic carpet. That was so janky that would scare me. Nowadays. As a kid, I loved it. Today, I don't know so much. Okay, and we are back in the station.
It's official.
Oh, it's official. You got the sticker on there.
Can you get it off for
Awesome.
me?
Awesome. Thanks. We're getting off of here. Awesome riding with you guys. Thank you.
Nice seeing you again.
Good seeing you again too. All right, I'm gonna wrap things up here, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for much for the super chat. Thank you, Amy. That was awesome. That was fun. What ride was near the square ice cream? It was suspended cars. Where was that? I'm sorry, I'm just seeing your message now. Front that spun around the ride. Ice cream. It was suspended. The rides. The whip? No, that wasn't suspended. I'm not sure what ride you're talking about. Maybe somebody can clear that up. Thank you guys for joining me. There's going to be a full video coming out here soon. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. You know, all that fun stuff, but be kind to each other. You're talking about the pitfall. He was talking about the pitfall. This is closest thing we have to the pitfall now. But yeah, be kind to each other. I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Bye, guys.